G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here, and you may think that I'm being hyperbolic with the title of this video, and I know for a lot of you that's a big word, but stick with me. The basketballer, the big dog, the giant cheese, Shaquille O'Neal has genuinely upset all of Australia, offended all of Australia, at least according to the media, and he must be stopped. What happened and what I'm going to detail in this video, I promise you, will shock you to your core. Shaquille O'Neal's gambling ads draw viewer backlash for being offensive to Aussies. What could he have done? What could he have done in these gambling ads? Was it pull out his giant dick? I imagine that dick is so big it needs its own bloody postcode. What has he done? What has Shaq done? Well, I'll tell you in a minute, but first, this video is brought to you by the great people at Kamikoto Knives. Kamikoto knives are made with high quality Japanese steel using traditional techniques. Kamikoto only uses steel sourced from mills in Japan, and each blade is crafted using techniques that have been honed and perfected by generations of knifesmiths. Look at these absolutely beautiful knives. Each knife comes in a beautiful heavy-duty ash wood box, and not only does that keep the knife stored safely, it also makes Kamikoto a great gift. And every single knife is individually inspected and comes with a lifetime guarantee. These knives are used by Michelin star chefs all over the world. Kamikoto has several special offers going right now, including, and this is absolutely amazing, an incredible offer to my viewers, $50 US off. Holy dooly. Any purchase with the discount code Butterfield, or go straight to kamikoto.com/Butterfield and you don't even have to enter the discount code. How good is that? Ladies and gentlemen, support those who support us and check out these amazing knives. Now, before we get into the Shaq business, I thought the whole thing that Shaq did was pretty full on. And I thought, oh, that must be the worst thing to happen in Australia last week. But I was dead wrong. That's right. There was something far worse that happened. A man who described himself as a bogan, if you don't know what a bogan is, it's like a redneck, right? Has rubbished the un-Australian decision to ban him from every licensed venue in his state. His state is the state of Perth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is tough. This is full on. He's been banned from clubs and pubs and bars. He can't even get a beer, this poor bloke. What did he do? He allegedly tried to fight a bouncer who didn't like his country clothes. Probably shouldn't have done that. Kyle Ferguson, 20, from Western Australia, shared online the moment he found out he was banned. Now, here is the video. I've seen it before. It was sent to me on Instagram at the Buttsman. Go and check it out. It was sent to me on Instagram. Get the tissues ready. This is a tear-jerking moment. This is going to break your heart. Oh, and if you don't know what on the piss means, if you're not Australian, you don't know what that means, it means drinking and drinking a lot.
Kyle, how would you describe yourself?
More of an outgoing bloke. I do get on the piss a lot, but normally I have a fun time on the piss. We go out to properties, we shoot shit, we do burnouts, you know, typical 20-year-old stuff. Well, what basically happened was yesterday I got a serve in the mail. It's telling me I'm banned from basically every pub, club or alcohol establishment here in WA for about a year.
Holy fuck me, that bloke's got a deep Aussie accent. People think I've got an Aussie accent, like a real strong one. This bloke sounds like he deep-throated Steve Irwin's corpse. Holy shit. I only just know what he said. If you're not from Australia, I bet you have no idea, so I'll translate it for all of you at home. Here's what he said. Hey, yeah, man, I love to party, but I can't party anymore, you know? Fucking send it. That's all he said, in American.
It was over just a little incident happened at a nightclub where a bouncer chucked me wallet, so I hit him.
Once again, I'll translate what he said. Okay. A bouncer threw his wallet out, so old mate punched him. Naughty boy, shouldn't do that. Anyway, go on.
So this bloke pulled me off out of the line onto the street and said, look mate, you can't come in here, not just because you're ID, just because you're dressed like a fucking redneck.
This is fact, he looks good. Well, leave the poor prick alone.
And it was like, oh, really? And he goes, well, this is unfair. And he goes, chucks me wallet and ID across the road, and he goes, what are you going to do about it? And the only reasonable thought going through my head was to hit him. And,
But you threw the first punch, right?
I threw the first punch. To be honest, I did muck up. It was my own mistake.
Sure, punching on with a bouncer is not a good move. That's just a guy doing his job. But to ban him from everywhere that sells beer, that's disgraceful. I'm pretty sure Slim Dusty wrote a song about that. But here comes my favourite bit of the whole clip.
Someone most probably does not like me in the higher-ups of WA Police. I most probably rooted their daughter or something. Yeah.
Someone doesn't like me because I must be rooting their daughter. Rooting means fucking. That's just perfect. Well done, mate. I tell you what, mate, I'm in Perth this week. You're in Western Australia. I'm doing 2 shows that are sold out, but I've got 2 tickets with your name on it. So get in touch and I'll hook you up, big fella. Now, back to Shaq. NBA megastar Shaquille O'Neal has found himself on the hot seat. On the hot seat? In the hot seat, isn't it? Anyway, over a series of gambling ads that received a damning complaint. A viewer's complaint has sparked a probe into the commercials after they were labelled as being offensive against Aussies. The complaint from a viewer said that the material discriminated and vilified while painting Aussies as stupid yobbos. Well, I've met a lot of Aussies, right, in my time, probably more than most. And a lot of them are stupid fucking yobbos. Yobbo meaning bogan, bogan meaning redneck. You got me? But this was all like one viewer. Why do we listen to one person? God, this fucking generation is fucking soft. This is where all these issues come from. We listen to the biggest fucking idiots that have ever lived. Stop. Cease. Desist! I'm an Aussie too, and I don't identify as a yobbo lout like these characters are portrayed. The letter continues. It's offensive to me as an Aussie to see my culture put down like this. Oh, fucking boo-hoo. Shaq appears alongside Aussie comedy group The Inspired Unemployed in the ads which received the complaint. Now, a lot of people know who The Inspired Unemployed. They're very, very funny dudes. They do funny videos and they're doing a funny ad. That's the whole thing. Let's watch the video and figure out why this fucking dickhead's upset.
Come on, you know. Hey, what's that?
How about this Philly in the fifth, fellas? Put a 50 on it?
You know, I'll give you a, you know. There you go, here you go.
Yeah. Is that a yes or no?
No, yeah. Grazing the wet hay, having a shot, you know. Good sort, can't complain. You know.
Under guards.
Good size.
Where you going, how you been?
You Aussie sure are built different. Just like the points better.
That's it. That caused you to write a letter. You are what's wrong with the world, you weak piece of shit. One person complains and it's front page news. Why?
Mate, just chuck $50 on race 4. Come give me like a nipple rub.
Come on, mate.
One thing I love about you Aussies, you're all different.
This is fucking what? The Inspired Unemployed are making a joke in this video about yobbos and bogans and fucking rednecks. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? How does that hurt you? But here's the thing, I actually take issue with the ad. I've seen these ads on at 6 o'clock at night when the news is on. Like, kids are watching TV then. Why do they see gambling ads but they can't see alcohol commercials? Is that not, you know, a bit sus? Not to mention, if you walk into a pub in Australia, you will see all of these people. The pub that I used to drink at when I was playing football, right? It's called the OV. It's about 200 years old. And the bogans that drink there, you should see these fucking people, the regulars. There's a bloke in there whose nickname was given to him because he can get his dick all the way to a bottom of a fucking beer glass flaccid. Right? That's how he got his nickname. This is who we're dealing with here. This is real Australian men. Not to mention, every Saturday night when we went back there after we played a game, people were doing blow downstairs, people were naked behind the fucking pouring their own beers. What a beautiful time to be alive. But all of that and this has been ruined by this fucking male Karen. Kevin, I guess, is the person's name. But to be fair, this person probably lives in inner city Melbourne and their idea of comedy is intertwined with autism and they probably fucking love Hannah Gadsby. So fuck them to the moon. Shaq, you do you. Fucking old mate who wasn't wearing the right clothes. Fucking good on you, big fella. Hope you get blind this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucking peace in the Middle East. Big stinks to all. Bye bye.